Hi there, my wife and I have just made this Christmas wreath and everything in there is forageable. So I'm out and about in early November looking for the wood to make the frame with, and I've chanced upon a large willow bough that's come down, so I'm just going to go and investigate it. Yep, this will do nicely, nice and flexible to make a ring of wood. I've also measured the gap on the wall by my front porch to make sure I don't make one too big, and actually the size of this plate is just right, so what I'm going to do is put it around this bucket here and let it just dry. So what I'm doing here, I'm just bending 2 or 3 of these bigger ones just round the top of this bucket, tying them off with lime bast cordage, and I'll use that as the base to put more on. This is it so far. It looks a bit of a mess, but what I've done is I've started putting lengths in at different intervals, and then as this cordage comes round, any straggly bits that I've left sticking out will be tucked up, and hopefully once that goes on the bucket it'll make a really nice circle. What I've been doing on some of them as well is actually just shaving the ends with a penknife, so when you come to tie it down they sit nice and flat. If you get a bit that's not very bendy, you're going to need to take that out. And this is the basic loop now finished. Once you get it on the bucket, it'll make that a little bit more circular. And I'm just going to tie some more around this to make it a little thicker. Okay, that's all done. So I'll put that on there to shape it, and then towards the end of the year we'll start putting some stuff on it. It's been on the bucket for about 2 weeks now. Now this is the foliage I'm going to use. I might just line it with some Laylandii, and then I've got Yew, Rosemary out the garden, Spruce, and this is actually some Nordman pine from a Christmas tree supplier where the bits have broken off. And to facilitate the branches going into the willow ring quite easily, all we've done is sharpen the end of these and just push them in between the bits of wood and sort of gone in either clockwise or anti-clockwise fashion. And there we are, I'm pretty pleased with that. In the end, my wife was helping me. She was cutting the points on the foliage to push into the wreath frame, if you like, and I was sticking them in. Although at one stage I was helping her and I had to be careful not to flick bits of yew twig into her cup of tea. So we'll leave this a week and we'll come back to the shape and see if we're still happy with it, and then we'll add some embellishment. So it's a week on from making the actual body of the wreath. Now we're just out looking for a few forage bits to add some colour to it. So this is what we finally ended up with. We've got some larch, holly, snowberries, shop-bought mistletoe, rosehips and ivy fruits. Again, what we're going to do, we're going to sharpen the ends like we did with the foliage, and then we're probably going to double up on a lot of this to make it look nice and thick. And here it is in all its glory. Really pleased with this.